Yo, what up, YouTube, man? This is Game with the host, man. Check this out. So I've been trying something different. I've been trying to stop smoking, and it's funny because I thought the reason why I was smoking was because it was grabbing a cigarette and the burning sensation, but it seems like that is not the case. It seems like there's an alternative without having to pick up a smoke and having to smoke it all the time. And that's why I wanted to review this. So these are artificial. There's no tobacco. There's addictive nicotine because it seems like out of what your body favors, the nicotine is what it takes away the most, and the tobacco comes second. So while you can develop a taste for tobacco, it's a little bit different. See, your body will take the nicotine quicker, but then the tobacco comes second, you know? So it's almost like when you drink beer, it's like when you're drinking beer as opposed to when you're drinking soda, you know? That's what it basically is. So it's without having to do like the ritual of keep picking up a smoke and smoking it all the time, or having to, like, you know, smoke around your friends. You know, I feel like the people who like smoking is because they don't do any other kind of smoking. So smoking a cigarette would actually compensate for any other kind of smoking, but it's still highly addictive, like a beer. So the first time you have a beer, you might be inclined to have another one. You don't know. So every time I always think about it, I was like, man, I want to stop smoking, bro. I'm tired of smoking these cigarettes. They're like fucking up my eyes, and you know, I'm not getting enough sleep, so the insomnia starts messing up my eyes. Smoke messes with my eyes, and I just wanted to stop the fucking tobacco smoke. So, you know, I switched over to, like, you know, these pouches, and it's a lot cheaper too. I carry a pack of smokes with me, but it's not because I'm gonna like do that all day either. You know, my whole goal here is to wing myself off of it, so I don't have to keep doing it, because it almost becomes like this vicious cycle, smoking something all the time. You know, I'm not a fucking, you know, mainstream rapper. You know, I don't need to live a lifestyle like that. So I'm trying to stop, you know, smoking cigarettes so much. And the velo pack here, man, I wish it was a higher milligram, but you know, you don't want to abuse this stuff. Also, I am just doing one pouch. I'm not doing like two, or I just got one. So, you know, if you want to ever try to stop smoking, you could try the velo pack, 9 milligram. It does good because it almost takes away the idea of me picking up a cigarette and sparking it up. You know, if I really want one, I'll have one, but the whole point here is to not do that all day, you know? Is to maybe have like one or two per day, but then again, is maybe have none per day. That's really the goal. So the velo, man. I've been having some kind of eye condition here that's chronic now. I assume it's from living in a van, but I don't know. There's remnants of fiberglass in this vehicle. You don't really know what it is at this point. So I want to cut out some type of smoke, which is a cigarette, and this is what's helping me, the velo So if you ever want to try something that would maybe help you stop smoking, maybe you could take my word for it and try the Velo pack. You'll like it. It'll take away the ritual of smoking, or you got to really ask yourself at some point, what do you really get from sparking up a cigarette? And how can you counterbalance it with something that's less efficient in killing you? And that's where we land on these, the Velo. When you land on the Velo pack, right, you basically assume that you're gonna stop smoking at some time, or you're gonna stop smoking so less that a cigarette becomes like something you do, like, you know, maybe 2 times per 2 days. You know, you know what I mean? Like, you'll maybe have a cigarette here and there, but you won't keep doing it all the time. And especially if you can't do it indoors. See, I was smoking at my friend's house. He didn't like that shit, so, you know, this would have probably been a good alternative. But clearly you don't want to keep smoking. It's chronic, and it causes a problem like this, where the eyelid is red and inflamed. This one isn't. This one is. It's a chronic condition. You know, it could happen from living in a car. It could happen from dryness. It could happen from insomnia. Apparently, ChatGPT says it could happen from a lot of things, all just piling up, and then this happens. You know, I shower all the time too, so it's like, you know, why would it be happening? I'm not too sure, but if you want to stop smoking, the Velo pack, man. You probably get them 2 for like 6 something. So that's me, man. I'm trying to stop smoking.